In this video, we are going to be testing to see how well the Sony a7C coupled with the MC-11 adapter performs when using a Canon, which one is this? The 24-105 lens. There we go. One thing that you'll notice though is that there's no autofocus. I gotta manually turn this thing.
Working them fingers.
Yeah, I gotta work them fingers. But the thing that I'm curious to see is it gonna have some gyro stabilization? But while I test some of that out, Alex here, he's gonna showcase to us some of the stuff that they captured up in Spain,
Yes,
in which
sir.
they were unable to use this particular camera.
And it was so dark in there. So, like, they had security guards. Like, I remember one time, Jalil, he tried to pray up in here, and they put a rifle on his neck.
No.
Yeah. They were like, get up out of here. So they are so, like, anti-Muslim. Like, they're like, never again is almost like the mentality. But you see, it was so dark. So with this lens, it would have been very challenging because you can't, open it up. But the phone was able to balance it out. Was able to capture some of that.
It seems to have a little bit of a cinematic quality.
Yeah, and I think this was the iPhone 7. This is that was shot on.
What's this? This is like a prop of something.
So they have murals like of different things, man. Like this is supposedly like some priest, This is like a scene. So a lot of the artwork of Catholics, they would like paint different situations and stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the days, none of this stuff was in there. But
yeah.
once the Spaniards took over, they started putting all this stuff in there. Oh, this is San Juan de Avila.
What is that?
San Juan, so he's Saint John.
Okay.
From Avila.
Oh, San is saint?
Saint.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or San.
San Juan. Right? So you got San Antonio.
So that's Saint Antonio.
Yes.
Or Saint Anthony.
Saint Anthony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So anything San is saint in Spanish.
Okay.
Yeah, Iglesias church. So Doctor de la Iglesia. So he's the doctor of the church. Basically.
Iglesia is
church.
Okay.
In Spanish. Yeah, and so they had all these paintings and stuff.
So Gabriel Iglesias, the comedian.
Yeah.
His name is Gabriel Church?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gabriel Church. Churches. Iglesias.
Yeah.
Yeah. So these are the arcs, man. And they told us like they had to repatch some of the stuff. Like you can tell like the old and the new kind of plaster stuff where they retouched the paint, especially like right here you can kind of tell the color difference.
Is that a photo?
This is video.
You could crop into
yeah, you can zoom into video.
Nice.
Yeah, so like all
iPhone perk right there.
Yeah, so all these little crosses that they would make throughout the years. But this right here, this is the Spaniards. Like they didn't only just come to spread Catholicism, but they also came to get the resources.
Of course.
Right. So precious metals.
Yeah.
So this lady right here.
When is it ever about not resources?
I know, right? This right here, the lady was explaining that each piece was from different countries in Latin America. And she was like something at the top was from Colombia. This is like Peru, Mexico, and so like all this is basically a representation of the greatest heist of history.
Oh man.
But they beautified it into like this monument or this little.
What is that though?
I don't know. It's just like some
sort of sculpture.
It's a sculpture, some art piece, that they put together. Like, look at the pride of the Spaniards. Look what we came back with, kind of thing. And then what they did is in the middle of this mosque, they dropped the cathedral in the center. And so this is where she's telling him that piece at the very top is from Colombia. But I want to show you the cathedral. See, these are some other stuff that they pulled out. This is like Mason stuff. So this is Sheikh Abdullah Hakim Quick, he's talking about some of the history, and some of this stuff is like Masonic.
Okay. Like Freemason stuff.
Yes.
They had that in the among the Spaniards.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, there's Masons throughout the world, and so
I thought that was more an American thing.
No. I think it might be from like Italy, but see, this is inside the Mezquita Cordoba. And so we're just walking around looking at the different artifacts and the arches and the architecture and the design. Right here he's saying like this is kind of like where maybe one of the arches fell or broke or something.
It looks like they cut like through it.
Yeah, they basically replaced.
Are those like Bibles?
Different Bibles. Yeah, and then but I want to cut over to the huge contrast between what the mosque looked like. You see the church, it looks so dark and like evil.
It's got a gothic look.
It is. And I think that's what they were going for. Because, France was kind of like the standard for churches. Like the design, right? Really high ceilings, a lot of these statues and paintings and gargoyles and stuff.
All right, so this is going to be a quick comparison between having IS on versus IS off. And does that make a difference with the gyro stabilization, assuming it works with the MC-11? So this right now is, let's see here. So this is IS off. So walking forward, right? You're going to get those micro jitters, right? And then after that, we step back. We turn the IS on. So this is IS off right now. And now it's on. And here we go. Let's walk with it. And let's look at this same feature if we zoom in at 105mm. IS, it is off right now. You'll see the jitters, and then let me just switch it on. 3, 2, 1. On. Boom. And this is the difference. The benefit and the value of the Metabones adapter, and if you haven't seen the video on the Metabones adapter, you should see it pop up in the top corner, is that you can switch between green mode and advanced mode, and this would allow you to choose between autofocus and gyro stabilization. Whereas here, you do not get to choose autofocus in video mode, continuous autofocus. You do get it in photo mode without an issue, right? Autofocus single. Would I buy this lens versus getting the Sigma 24-105, which I have rented? Downside of that is significantly heavier. But I've been holding this up now, I don't know, for maybe a good 5-10 minutes, right? And it is getting a little heavy.
Yeah. That lens is a beast.
Right? But I would say it's no heavier than this, right? Or maybe that's a little bit heavier.
This one's heavier, bro.
The Sigma 18-35.
This joint is like a what's it called? A kettlebell.
It's a little dumbbell. You work out with it. What the 24-105 is significantly heavier though.
Is it?
It's heavier than that.
Wow.
Right? And that was my challenge when using it, when I took it with me on travel. Maybe it might not be an issue in just regular use, but like if I throw it in my bag, like what happens is that if I were to put the 24-105 from Sigma in my bag does this. Right? It's like the weight of it just kind of drags it down.
Slings it, yeah.
What are your thoughts? Some from the couple of days that we just messed around.
I mean, I think it's cool, like that you with the other adapter though.
With the Metabones, right?
Yeah, it's a lot more.
At least you can switch between the two of them, right?
Yeah, the versatility of it. But I guess the plus on this was what, the photography part of it?
Well, photography is completely like native.
Yeah. Right?
But then like neither of us do much.
No. But it's nice to have.
Yeah.
It's one of those nice to haves, you know. But no, for sure. I mean, that camera alone, I mean, I think it's great for what you're trying to do, the vlogging and the running and gunning. I think it's perfect, man. Versus us with the S1H, we won't be doing as heavy running and gunning or vlogging, but it's still capable of that.
Yeah, that's it. 24-105, Sigma MC-11. Let me know your thoughts. How did it perform? Convenient, inconvenient? How do you use it? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon.